Financial regulatory reform that really works its way into your charts, but it could really affect the future of the U.S. dollar. You know, as you're doing your analysis on the one hand, and you're hearing this stuff.
I guess I pretty much I get the blinkers on because I'm pretty much a chartist at heart. So I believe that the charts pretty much reflect market psychology, and it's market psychology that ultimately drives the price. Some of the patterns that I see, some of the trends that I see, they give me a clue as to the overall balance of supply and demand for a market. So the market reacts usually only for a short space of time, and then the trend continues most of the time, I find. So in that respect, I don't worry too much about each piece of fundamental news which comes out.
Howard, how about this theory? I'm from Canada, and my husband and I think that every summer before we go back, the Canadian dollar just goes through the roof. What is going on with the loonie from a technical perspective?
Yeah, it's obviously a conspiracy.
Tell us a bit about yourself and your background.
Yeah, well, personally, I grew up in the UK. I spent my early years of my career in the UK. My career has taken me to many places in the world. I've lived in Ireland, the USA, and Switzerland, where I've lived for the past 10 years with my family. During my leisure time, I like to do a bit of rock and roll, and I sing in a rock and roll band. Professionally, my financial career started in the late 1980s, where I worked for a Japanese securities house as a sales trader. I got my securities exam, and I learned at first hand about the volatility of markets, and that's what led me to embark on a career in technical analysis. In the next 10 years or so, I worked for third-party research providers, where my role was to give them trading strategies and technical analysis advice. And that's when I started to develop my own algorithms, and I taught myself how to code. And I got headhunted in 2006 for a UK family office whose focus was property, but they wanted to expand out into financial market trading. So in the first 6 months or so, I managed to double the money that they gave me, and that led them to give me more assets under management, and in subsequent years I did quite well with that too. In 2009, I got a call from a Swiss bank who wanted me to be their chief market strategist. So I moved across to Switzerland, was chief market strategist, and I ran my algorithms for the benefit of the bank's clients. I also produced analysis and research with trading recommendations. In July 2012, I left to go solo, independent, and I became a Swiss regulated asset manager. In the first 3 years, I managed to turn an account from 400,000 into 1.8 million. And in the subsequent years, I managed to produce double-digit percentage returns. Over the period, I managed to get my Chartered Market Technician's exam. That was a 3 to 4 year course.
What is the idea behind Validus?
Well, we got to the stage now where literally anybody can make money in the financial markets because the internet has created a level playing field. So information that was previously just in the domain of the big guys in finance, now anybody can gain access to it, which means that they can succeed in the markets, but with the right training and mentorship. It's a well-known fact that more than 80% of people who trade lose money. But the good news is, with the right education, the education that we offer at Validus, we can help people join that top 20%.
What is the Validus vision and mission statement?
Well, it's in the name. At Validus, we aim to validate people's chances of success in the financial markets. Most traders, most successful traders, have to go through a long and painful and costly journey where they make mistakes along the way. Our aim is to shorten that process and to make it as pain-free as possible by giving them access to the right education. At Validus, we have targets. We see amazing growth potential, particularly in the emerging market space. And our aim is to educate the retail trader, give them the right tools so that they can succeed at trading. We know we've got the right blueprint for success, and we want to make our company into $1 billion company over a period of time. And targets that we have, by 2023, we aim to have 1 million members. And it's a target that we feel is quite doable, and we will be pushing towards that target.
And why have you chosen relationship marketing over more traditional methods?
Again, it's in the name. Validus is the Latin for power, transparency and trust. And we believe that relationship marketing is the best form of marketing because it's built upon trust. And it's all about encouraging people to buy into your idea, and then they can sell it to other people and they can benefit from it. Companies such as Airbnb, Dropbox and Uber became billion-dollar companies because they used the trust mechanism. So they empowered their clients and their networks to spread the word, basically. And that's what we aim to do at Validus. We want people to spread the word, to let people know how good we are at what we do, and that will ensure that we prosper and the clients prosper for the next several years.
Is the company sustainable, and what's its longevity?
That's a very good question. Feed a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for his entire life. At Validus, we strive to create one thing, and that's value. And by creating value and letting the clients know that we're creating value for them, we believe that they will stick with us for many, many years to come.